The Wake Up Call. Financial inspiration learned from 444. Step-by-step guide how to implement each financial principle. So this Ash Cash, he signed my book. I met with him the other day. And I feel like, we all need to read this book. It's not that much. It's a little book. You can read it in a day. And here's a table of contents. Okay, financial freedom is our only hope, and I always say that. Okay, fuck looking rich and dying broke. Okay, forfeit the V12 engine. Credit, that's how they did it. Merrily, merrily, eat off these streams, which is multiple streams. Please don't die over the neighborhood, right? I mean, this is deep stuff. Take real chances over advances. This spiritual stuff really works. Emery passed you ninjas and did a bid. So I'm up to the credit part. I think I'm up to the credit. Yeah, I think I'm up to the credit right now. So this is credit, and it talks about credit. The myth number 2: you need to have great credit to become a home owner. You need to have a lot of money for a down payment. Owning a home costs too much and comes with too many responsibilities. So, I mean, that may be true, right? So this is number 5. Please don't die over the neighborhood. We hustle out of a sense of hopelessness, sort of desperation. Through that desperation, we become addicted. Jay-Z discussed the important aspect of ownership by talking about a conversation he had with an unnamed person where he told him, please don't die over the neighborhood. Your mama is renting. Take your drug money and just buy the neighborhood. See, this is stuff that no one knows, no one talks about, right? And when he start talking about multiple streams, right? Multiple streams of income, I always say this. And I like to connect and read things that are in line with my vision, right? And I teach this Black Wealth 101, right? I'm going to be talking about credit. I'm going to be talking about real estate and home ownership. But you got to know what wealth is, right? And this is why I recommend about 10 books. You can watch the presentation below and then get yourself involved with my Black Wealth 101 class. Create intellectual property, start a blog, right? Start a blog. So creating intellectual property. So it's such as like an ebook. So I have an ebook, okay? You can do whatever you want to have something that you own. Start a blog or a podcast or a video series, right? I have a blog. I have a video series. I don't have a podcast yet, right? Create an online course. I have online courses. I don't have an app. Become an influencer, right? I'm an influencer in my own space, right? Rental income. I have rental income from 2 houses. The one I live in, I have rental income, and the other one I rent out too. Okay? Start a franchise, okay? Become a silent partner in a business. There may be a business. You may have a friend that, she wants to start a business, or he wants to start a business. He need capital, right? He need 10,000 in capital when you got it. So you could become a silent partner, okay? Network marketing. We all know about network marketing. We think it's a pyramid scheme, but it's not. It's a legit way, to have another multiple income stream, okay? So, this is a great book. I'm actually, on chapter 5, okay? He goes into so much other stuff, in this book. It goes into the mindset also too. About us and our people and understanding mortgages and fixed rates and adjustable rates. And, it's just so much. I feel like we should have learned this stuff in elementary. We shouldn't have to scramble to find this information. This should be a part of the elementary school, junior high school's curriculum, understanding credit. I didn't understand credit until I got into my 20s. I didn't understand how important life insurance was until I got into my 20s. Okay? I didn't understand how important having a business was until I got into, my late 20s. Okay, so it's like information, The Color of Law is a book also too. And it's basically saying that black people, they took information from us so we won't prosper. So now we have people like Ash Cash that's like, you know what? I want my people to prosper with his books, and he has a wealth a wealth podcast. And then even for me, I want my people to prosper. That's why I got my Wealth 101 class, right? So as a people, as a black people, we only been able to tap into wealth over the last 50 years. I mean, the earth, since what, AD, and only black people have been able to tap into riches, over the last, 50 years. Now, of course, in Africa, our ancestors were, kings and queens and, things of that nature until, Europeans came and took all the shit, so it's like, we have to support each other as black people. It's not if we want to, just like my daughter sell bracelets. So instead of you going buying a Pandora bracelet costs $500, my daughter bracelet is only $30, right? And Pandora, they're not, investing back in the black people. You're not helping the black race. You're not helping the black family, right? But if you buy bracelets from my daughter, you're helping a black family. You're helping a black young teenager, of course, have the confidence to understand that she can make her own money. See, we got to give a fuck about each other, as black people too. And even Ash Cash talks about it in the book. And even yesterday when I went to the Brothers in Briefcases event and they talked about it, we got to care for one another. We have to have the culture of wealth. Like, that's not an option. Wealth is our birthright. It's not, oh, maybe. No, it's not an option. It's, we need to get wealthy. We need to get rich. We need to stay together. We need to grow together. We need to uplift each other. Okay? We need to support each other. We need to promote each other. Simple as that. Right? Simple as that. I feel like in my class, everybody needs it. All the books that I recommend, everybody needs to read those books. Okay, so, just like he said yesterday, Donald Trump, he wanted to get rid of affirmative action. Okay, he wants to get rid of big government. So what does that mean for black people? If the government is the biggest employer of black people and the government starts to, get rid of certain aspects of the government, what does that mean? Black people will be fucked up. And this is why I talk about starting a business, friends, part-time, just part-time. I'm not telling you quit your job. I'm telling you start a business part-time for 2 hours a day so that you can start to gain the confidence, and then now you can hand that down to your children. Having life insurance, a term, $500,000. I got 3 plugs for life insurance. Okay? Handing your literally riches down. This is what Jewish people do. They take out life insurance policies on their children. Okay? They have a family bank. Okay? If anyone wants to start a business, they go to the family bank. Anyone needs to go to college, they go to the family bank. When someone dies, that life insurance money goes to the family bank. Okay? So black people, we are far behind. Right? And it's only a little bit of us that are woke. Right? People can say, oh, I'm woke. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm doing certain things. No, you're not. If you don't have a business, you don't have real estate, if you don't have a mentor, if you don't have a financial blueprint, set for wealth, if you don't have, peers that you can look up to, then you're not woke. Okay? If you're not plugging into stuff every chance you get, you're not going to events, you're not spending money, on your personal development and your intellectual development, then you're not woke. You're still asleep. And you got to get woke. This is why it's called the wake-up call. Okay? So go to blackwealth101.net. Okay? Literally, I'm using this book as a guide. Okay? We're talking about wealth. Okay? Fuck looking rich and dying broke. Credit. That's how they did it. Okay? Home ownership. How many black people don't own homes? It's only 4% of black people in America that own homes. It's fucking crazy. 4% of black people own homes. Everybody else renting. We don't own shit. We worry about Gucci and Louis. Okay, we were about Beyonce and Jay-Z. Meanwhile, Beyonce and Jay-Z, they own a whole lot. Okay, what are we gonna own? We busy trying to rent all day. Fuck looking rich and dying broke, friends. We all gotta wake up. Okay, go to blackwealth101.net.